So guys, we are here in the test drive again with the Iris-T SLM to test it out the new screen that we have. I didn't cover this, although it was already mentioned by many content creators and even BVVD on the stream and stuff, but I really wanted to show to you guys the possibilities that you can have with this. So it's not really ready yet, I don't think. I think it will be worked on how it will actually work, but yeah, let's show to you guys how this will kind of work. Okay, so again, not ready, but it's there. Okay, so we have our launchers over here. We spawn in a match, you know, with the Iris-T over here, and then first, of course, you have to have one button over here, which is the let me find it because I always forget where it is. Is it here? I forgot. Hold up. Oh, there you go. Anti-aircraft system menu. So you have to have a button here. I chose this one. And once you are here, you can click it up and it will be here. Okay, so how will you control? So first of all, the UI itself. So we have pretty much all the UI you need to fire the missiles and destroy targets. If you look, we have, of course, the normal stuff on the bottom of the screen, you know, for the vehicle, every control and everything that you need, artillery and whatnot, you know, everything that you need there. And of course, the map on the right side there. But also, of course, on top there on the right side, you have basically a list of the targets that are being detected, so you can see the number. So target 0, 1, 2, 3, for example, we are detecting 4 targets, the azimuth of each of the targets, so the direction that he's at. Of course, with the radar screen in the middle there, you have basically a compass together with the radar screen, right? So you can basically take a look with that as well. The range for the target, so 6 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 1 kilometer. The height of the target, which is very important. Remember, some of these missiles cannot go too far in the sky. I mean, the Iris-T SLM, when it's ready, it will probably be able to do very high altitudes, but for example, the original Iris-T SLS cannot go too high up. Okay, and then the speed as well. I was hoping that we can change these from meters per second to kilometers per hour. I think it's a little bit easier to understand. Meters per second is a very scientific way to put, let's say, like kilometers per hour, miles per hour. It's people are more accustomed to those speeds, of course, right? And in theory, it could even say what type of target it is depending on the radar. As you see there, it's not fully working yet, but it would say to you. On the middle of the screen, of course, you have the azimuth and the radar screen. The range of the radar, of course, if you use the buttons, these radar go up to 250 kilometers. So, for example, this thing, if it's in the middle of a match for your custom battle, can be kind of an early warning radar, if you will, for a custom battle. If you want to, that would be very cool, right? It doesn't hit anything at more than 10 kilometers right now, 15 kilometers, but still 250 kilometers for detection is pretty cool. And of course, you have there the targets in the middle. You can choose between them. As you see, I'm selecting them, right? And they are basically showing where the targets are, right? So yeah, see, I can choose the target and whatnot, right? And of course, on the left side there, you have another radar screen that basically shows what are those targets, the number of them, 0, 1, 2, for example, and the altitude that they have with an azimuth. So that's very good as well. So I was hoping the middle there, they can add also the number of the target so that you can kind of have a coloration, you understand, between all the information that we have in the radar. So hopefully they do that. But still, it is already pretty interesting because you can say, oh, this is a higher altitude target and stuff. Or maybe my missile cannot go up to like 5 kilometers, so I can control if I'm gonna fire or not. So you have all the information. You basically do not have to have anything else other than this. How do you control? Again, guys, you need a button to change the radar. I think in the future they will change the way that it works so that you can actually look to the target and properly lock it up. But for now, you are obliged to use where is it, this button here, select the radar to lock on. Even if you have the option to not use the cyclic mode, which is here, you know, target cyclic, it's off, as you see, but it's still using that, right? So if you turn it on or off, it doesn't matter. So work in progress, of course. But then after you choose a target, you can click the mouse wheel button in this case, or the button to fire the missile, you know, and you will be able to fire missiles. In this case, it's the main button to fire, so I can fire one, I can fire two there, I can fire another one, basically shooting at all the targets that we are choosing, right? I just am choosing the target and firing, and you can see in the map there that is basically destroying everybody, right? Yeah, it's a very cool, you know, mechanic that I don't know how useful it would be in an actual match, because you have to be in a very safe place to be able to do this. But I mean, with this you can quickly choose between the targets and fire with them. So for example here, 1, 2, 3. So I fired in 3 targets, different targets, without even like blinking, you know, so it's very quick. And as you see, I killed 3 targets at once. So yeah, it is very fast and very viable, you know, this screen. That's why I think it's so perfect for an AA system. You will be more effective with this. Remember, in real life, AA operators will have something similar to this to operate their AA system. So very simplified, of course. I still believe it's work in progress. Everything will get better eventually. But for now, it is a pretty interesting, you know, mechanic. So let me know in the comments what you think about this new mechanic. I think it's awesome. Thank you all the donations that we had. You guys are awesome. If you still want to donate, link is in the description. See you guys into the next one. Like and bye. See you.